whilst the Euros has been going on, the club football has been getting interesting with lots of transfers taking place. And I was going to make videos previously on particular players, but I kind of thought I'm going to let a few build up and then we're going to give our thoughts to those transfers. So, Blues so far, 4 players through the door. We've managed to sign 2 goalkeepers in Ryan Allsop and Bailey Peacock-Farrell. Then a striker, Alfie May. Finally, a recognised striker. It feels great to have one. And a winger, Emil Hansson. Now, let me know below what your thoughts are on these signings. I'm going to go into detail on my thoughts. So, without further ado, let's start off with the goalkeeping department. And Chris Davis has brought in 2 goalkeepers that have very good distribution qualities. We'll start with Ryan Allsop. Was at Hull last season as they did lodge a bid for the playoffs but narrowly missed out. However, he featured in 35 of their games, I believe it was. So very, very good season from him to keep his place in that team. Good distribution. And it's an interesting one because he's a Blues fan, so nice to have someone local who's going to want the club to do well. Whether he'll be number 1 or it will be Bailey Peacock-Farrell, I'm not sure, but he is very good with distribution. Now, one thing, he can be a bit shaky. A lot of Hull fans didn't like the risks he necessarily took at times. Some saying he's not the best shot stopper, which is obviously the main thing you want from a goalkeeper, but the way that we're going to be looking to play seems to fit that style, and he played enough games for Hull, so they must have liked something in him or he would have been dropped. I think this is a great signing. Getting a player who's just finished just outside the playoffs in the Championship to come down a league to League One seems like it can't really go wrong. I know there might be a likeness to David Stockdale when he got promoted with Brighton, left them, came to us and stunk the place out, but feels a bit different. Allsop isn't near the end of his career. Allsop, it is a different type of goalkeeper, so I think that will be a very good move. Bailey Peacock-Farrell is the next keeper. Again, not sure who's going to be the number 1, but it's good to have some competition. He was at Sheffield Wednesday a few seasons ago. Burnley have had him then on a permanent but not really used him. And he spent last season at AGF over in Denmark. Played 21 matches for them. So, again, got some games under his belt. If I had to guess, I think Allsop might be the number 1. But again, it all depends how Davis wants to play. Both very good with the ball at their feet. So, I like these signings. 2 goalkeepers that have good experience. They should be easily good enough for this level and hopefully take us forward. So very happy with that. Talking of taking us forward, let's move up the pitch to some more attacking additions. And we start with our new star striker. Huddersfield thought they had it done, but Blues swooped in at the last second. And I mean, when Blues come knocking, you don't deny that knock. Now, obviously that's very tongue-in-cheek. I'm sure if Championship clubs had came in for him, he'd have went there. But you've got to be positive about these things. And we do seem to have very good pull in this division, as shown by all of our signings so far. Alfie May spent the 21-2 season at Cheltenham, scoring 23 goals in 46 games. Then the 22-23 season, scoring 20 goals in 39. Moved to Charlton, obviously still League One. 23 goals in 43 last season, the top scorer, and that means obviously the last 3 seasons at this level, he's scored 20 plus goals each season in the league. So we've got ourselves a bagsman, finally. Obviously Stansfield was brilliant last season, but we all kind of knew. I think even if we stayed up, it would have been very hard to get him. We've actually got someone who is our permanent striker. and he's brilliant at this level. I think he's ready to step up for Championship, which is why it did come as a bit of a surprise that we managed to get him, but I think he is going to have a brilliant season. I love this signing, and I think he should score plenty of goals, especially considering the players around him. And one of those around him is probably our most exciting signing, Emil Hansson. Now, he's coming from the Dutch division, and I mean, the last 2 seasons he has been brilliant. In the second Dutch division, 36 matches played, 16 goals, 19 assists, so 35 goal involvements in 36 matches in the 22 to 23 season. I mean, all those assists are going to come in handy when you've got someone like Alfie May up front, and I think there'll be plenty more additions, so you don't know who he's going to be giving the ball to, because there could be some great attacking players around him as well, depending on, obviously, on if there's some movement out the door. Then last season in the Eredivisie, 24 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, but that is very, very good, because the team is playing for Heracles, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but they didn't have a great season, and he was a real shining light for them. So I can't believe we've managed to get him to come to League One, especially for $1.5 million. I can't imagine the standard of the Dutch second division is too far from the standard of League One. So he should absolutely destroy this league. Very happy about it. And there is potentially one outgoing in Janino Bacuna, but we don't know yet, so we'll leave that one alone for now until it's confirmed. Alex Pritchard has left, but could I care? Not really. Didn't do much for us. Obviously has ability, but it's like he never really played for us. Very happy with the signings we've made. Make sure to let me know down below, are you happy with these signings? If you had to give them a rating out of 10, where would you be individually? Don't sum it up as a transfer window, because we're obviously not finished, but give me individual ratings for these players. What maybe you like about the players, what you think they could improve on. And are you excited for the new season? Because I know that I definitely am. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.